Hey guys, today we are going somewhere else for this video because a friend of mine and somebody that also works here, and I used to give her lessons, she has a horse and she's had quite some issues with the horse, so she doesn't really want to ride it anymore because he's just doing crazy things for already quite a long time. Then for Horse with Fee we brought the horse somewhere to Yvette and she worked with it too, but now she had some issues again, so she just didn't really know what to do anymore. So we will be going to the horse and I thought it was maybe nice to try to help her. I don't know if I can, but I will try because I can learn a lot from it and hopefully we can help the horse. And we will just film it all and then we'll see how the process will go. So first, before we go there, I'm gonna feed our cute little chickens. I think it's always so... No, you're not. I think it's always so wholesome. Feels like I live on a farm. Hello, you smells really healthy food. Should I just throw it as a whole or break? It smells like really nice fresh soup. Here. Hope they like it. Otherwise probably the rats will come. Well, they don't seem too excited. Okay, this you will like more. Papa, how cute, they're eating it now. Okay, so the horses are chilling in the sun. Just need to get them some hay. I can already smell the hay gain, so let's go there and then we'll leave to the horse. One of my favorite parts of the day is opening up the hay gain, because actually I've learned something else recently that I really wanted to share. It just feels so nice and warm, and in winter everything is different. Amazing. It feels so nice and warm, and in winter, at least for me, it's always harder to be like full of energy and stuff like that. But something else I learned from the hay gain is that it's so healthy also because we talked about it before with the dust and the bacteria and all these things, but it also helps for something else. Especially in winter, it's really important to make sure your horse is hydrated enough, because normally out of the normal grass they get a lot of moisture and it helps them already to like have enough water in the system. Winter, of course, there's not that much grass and they also tend to drink less. And the really good thing about giving the hay from the hay gain instead of just the dry hay is that this has 3 times more moisture in the hay. So if you feed it will definitely help them be more hydrated. And also another thing that is like kind of a big reason is that because the horses have maybe decreased water intake, also one of the biggest reasons a horse can get colic. So also really important. And horses lose a lot of water, like moisture, not only by their urine and not only by sweating, actually out of... Oh.
Nee, de drama.
Yeah, actually out of the manure almost most of the moisture goes, but the hay gain helps. So, ta-da-da-da! Ow. It's really warm. Wow. So, it's nice and warm, so it needs to cool down for a second. But I thought I'd just share that with you, that the hay gain is not only good for the dust. I don't know if you can still see me, but in winter especially keep an eye out if your horse gets enough moisture, and the hay gain hay will help a lot. For the people interested, I put some more information in the description, and I will also put a discount code in the description that you can use if you want one of the hay gain products. Oh, so the horses are nicely chilling here at home. Nothing is really happening, nothing crazy too much. Next week I have some nice shows again with Antares and with Macho. They're standing there, they're very fresh and they're doing really good. And all the others are also feeling good. Yeah, Cheesy, you don't like it when Chase is too close. They always want a lot of attention. Okay, so the horse we are going to in a second is like 5 minutes from this place. It's a very big horse. He's called Champ and he's a very sweet horse. We used to do some lessons with him, but sometimes out of nowhere he kind of snapped and then he just bolted, getting almost very difficult. And I will put some videos in as well that you can see. It's not me riding, it's somebody else riding that tried to help her, but apparently in the end it came a bit worse, because I think you need to kind of see why the horse is doing what he's doing. Today we're just going to go there, get to know the horse a little bit, show him to you as well, and then we're just going to, I think, go in really small steps, and hopefully in that way we will figure out where the problem is, when it happens, and what we can do to help him. So it will be an interesting process. We're now going to get to the car and we'll go there and then we'll introduce you to the horse. Oh, you're so big horse. Yeah. thing actually I really want to make sure that I say and are clear in it is that I really respect the owner, and it's really good that she's always trying to keep going with the horse. She's had the horse now for a while, and she's had kind of issues with the horse for like a year, something like that, but she didn't give up, and she just said also like, okay, if the horse is just not like happy doing it, even though he's quite young, then we just need to see how we fix it. But she just doesn't want to have it in like the wrong way. But that's something that I really like, and that's why I really hope that I can help. As I said, like, I'm not saying I can do everything, but we're just gonna just give it a go, and always together we can definitely get further than you sometimes can get alone. So, hi. This is him, Champ. He's I think just as about the same size as I am, if not taller. But now I'm also not too tall. He's very sweet. He's quite a bit of a dominant horse, but he's also very sweet. So it's a bit like a mix. How old is he again? This is actually the owner, Anouk.
Hij is nu 6.
Okay, he's 6 years old. And hopefully you have a whole future ahead. Even though you wanted maybe not to do it anymore, but we'll see. Hopefully we can figure it out. But 6 years old and he is so tall, so of course like he also would need a lot of time. I'm just getting a little brush, and then we're gonna see how you're gonna go. How is he with the wind? Because it's very windy.
Hij is lekker enthousiast.
Okay, so he is excited. How would you describe him as a horse?
Ingewikkeld.
Complicated?
Ja, en een egootje.
He has quite the ego. And he's also sweet? Or not? It's hard to find at the moment because you've had like a lot of issues recently, of course. But so the first thing we need to do is just kind of see how he's going, getting to know him, and getting to know me a bit more, because he is sometimes a bit all over the place and he is quite dominant. We're just gonna see. Come. Good. And I think what is the most important thing is always to like make it clear, like guide them without getting angry or them getting angry. Good boy. Okay, we're just gonna go to the outdoor arena. It's very windy, so we'll be a bit loud. But it's also good training for you. Yeah. Good. When he came in and he straight away started to react a little. And the only thing I now want is that he knows that it's not a problem if he shows that he's struggling a bit. You can see it on his face as well. But that I'm here, good, to also kind of be there and make sure he understands and can help him a bit. Boy, whoa. Just by asking kind of little things. Yeah. You see it in his face already. He's a little bit not sure, and what we always think is, even when they show certain behavior, it doesn't always mean that that is the problem. So I want him to be able to be doing this and feel better. Good. But I do set the boundaries that I don't want him to walk over me, or that he needs to kind of at least keep an eye out. Yeah. Good. And the whip again I have as an extra stick to make things clear, not to hit them. So now, for example, if I want him to back up, I explain at the same time with the whip, so that later I don't have to do it with the rope if I don't have a rope anymore. And I think he is just one big baby. He kind of needs to learn how to feel better and not have to be so explosive. Because the owner also said like he can be really good, and then out of nowhere he just explodes. But I think before we even ride, we just need to be able to do a lot of different things already here, because his whole body feels kind of tensed. Yeah. Asking some small circles. So, and as you can see now, I'm touching his body and I'm scratching it a little bit. He likes it, but he also has a lot of tension here still. And if I pat him here, you can also see the reaction, and then I always feel like there's still too much tension. Yeah. Easy. You can scratch, but don't bump into my face. Ooh. See, and there I just asked something really easy, to just for him to like make a small circle. And I just ask him still to go to the right, because that's what I started with, and I just want him to know I don't do anything bad. Yeah, I just want to ask one small thing. Yeah, till he finds it. It doesn't have to happen in once. Yeah. You see, it's not really an easy reaction for just going on the circle. Yeah, good boy. And then that was good. So then I stop again. Because for me, I always think just as the same thing as when you, for example, put a rug on, your horse doesn't like it. They are allowed to say what they like and what they don't like. It's not that they just have to be robots that kind of accept everything. I want them to be able to show what they feel, and also if they don't like it, of course we need to like kind of work through it, that we can help them in a way to show it kind of calm, and also that he knows that he can show it without having to be like too explosive. He can do it when he's on his own, but he has to be careful with us. So again here, just asking for the small circle. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this side. Good. And there, what I want is that I keep him bent a little bit. So he doesn't get himself too straight, because when his whole body is getting too straight, then he will only have more tension, and I just want him to know that he can find like, yeah, relaxation also through the whole body. So I keep his bent a little, and you see then his hind leg struggles a bit. Then he kind of gets frustrated, doesn't know what to do. Yeah. Okay. Oh, good boy. This is so difficult. Is it so difficult? Oh, you're doing really good, boy. Yeah. And this will just take some sessions. Doesn't all have to happen at once. Trying this one again. Yeah. Okay. You see, he just also really struggles in his body. That's almost the thing. Like, I think it's not only him being crazy, I think he just really, for me, as I see it like this, it's kind of difficult for his body to do these things. Yeah. So for me it's now not about like lunging or anything. Yeah. Good. And I want to help him, not just like lunge him till he's tired or anything. Just want to see if I can do different things with his body. Like here, one is to go out a bit more with the ass. Yeah, there. Good. Oh, you want to go out, so ask little things. Yeah, I definitely think it will be a fun process, and one that hopefully he will learn a lot from, but I will definitely also learn a lot from. Right, so for now I just want to kind of test the water, see how he's going, and him feeling good. Feeling good about these things. And then what I'm going to do is always play around, make everything quite normal without him having to explode. So run together with him, being able to stop, these kind of things. And then of course we need to see how all of these things go when the saddle is on. If it will be another problem when he has the saddle on, or if that is not even the problem at all. Then I'm going to start with asking a small other thing. Not that we have to get on yet, but I just want him to be able to park in later when we do get on, that he goes to the kind of to the pedestal where that I will use to get on. So we're just going to see if I can start that a little bit. And it's good for him. Also for me to ask something else with the whip. So I'm now going to see if he can ask his bump to come in, his hind legs. You see him already now changing in his face a little bit. When I'm asking something, he is kind of like, oh, I'm not too sure. And he kind of, instead of wants to search for the right answer, what I always think is the most important thing, he kind of goes a bit stressed and he goes a little bit against everything. Yeah. I just want to explain to him he can search even when he doesn't know the right answer. You see his really angry face. Yeah, good boy. And that was what I wanted, just the hind legs to go inside. And I think that's always so important and so nice. There's so many different ways. Yeah, good. You can train things and also make the mindset of your horse more positive. Or not more positive, but yeah. Woo. But explain them, they don't have to. Like usually we teach them the wrong things. And I just want to make sure we try to explain that they can just have a positive open mindset how they would have from themselves. Yeah, this is already really good. You're a quick learner. So then later I can also do this when I'm standing on the pedestal. Okay, I might do a little running around, seeing if he will be able to deal with it in his own head. So it can be that we get an explosion from excitement. Yeah. And that's also good just for him to know it's all fun and games, but we need to have some limits. Yeah. Boy. See, and then his head is already kind of too full. So these are just things. These are things before you start riding, and all these things can happen. Kind of reared up, I'm not going to get angry. Just the more energy I want to put in the things that go well. I tell him, of course, okay, maybe don't do that, but we keep going straight away. And I think in that way, we can slowly make him think a bit differently. So this is the introduction of Champ. There's of course a lot more steps that we want to follow, but we first wanted to meet him, know a bit more about him, and just see how he was going and what he was up to. So the first steps were just kind of easy questions. Hey, asking easy things, and now it's also very windy, so so next time we will be seeing what else we can do. Anouk, the owner, thank you for trusting me. We'll see you next time. Then we're going to go further with the next steps. I will train 1 second. I will train a little bit more for the rest of the week, and then hopefully next week or the week after we can give you a little update and go on with the next steps. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you there. Bye bye.